Welcome back, welcome back. This is Aishay Tenchi, continuing our Korean Let's Play of Civilization 5. Last series, last set, we were able to conquer Moscow with quite an overwhelming force. Luckily, it was an overwhelming force because it was pretty sloppy. Since then, we're still at war with Russia, but I'm actually probably, because this being the top of the map, I'm not really worried about taking this city. What I'm going to probably do is go to peace with her pretty soon and demand a bunch of resources and just bleed her dry. Most likely she has a city right here on some sort of island. I'm not sure the Americas map if we go into Europe or not. I mean, being that it's the Americas map, I would assume not, but it just depends on what they wanted to do. Happiness down a little bit. Also, my gold is a little low, so I'm going to have to work on that. Faster embarked movement, observatory. Turtle ships would be nice. Observatories would be nice. Let's get that going. I've since kind of looked at some different plays and thought a little bit more about actually what I'm doing. I think in my next set, or my next series for that matter, I'm going to start pushing some of the tech up here instead of rushing so much time into below. Once you start hitting the higher difficulties, you really need to start pushing research. And going in this lower area, although great for military, I think with proper movement and strategy, I could use lesser units and still claim victory while getting a higher tech lead for later in the game. So we'll see if that works out. I'm going to heal everybody up. Also, another thing I forgot to mention, when you create a puppet, the nice thing about creating a puppet is it doesn't add a lot of the negatives. Like every time you have a new city, the cost for the next social policy goes up. By creating a puppet, you're not technically directly, it's still your city, but you're not directly controlling it. So they don't give you a social policy negative. So that's really, really nice. And then also, what else does it do? It does something else that I keep forgetting about. Like you've seen me do, I usually just raise the city down. Oh, creating a puppet, also you keep the few cities that do survive. This one obviously being a capital, so I can't raise it anyway. Plus it had all these wonders, which is nice. And a library, won't mind that. But see all my cultural boundary that this place had? It's going to keep it. By raising it to the ground, you have to start over. So if I had a really strong cultural civ I was taking on, I wouldn't necessarily want to raise this being the front line, because they would probably take 2 or 3 of the tiles across the border at least. Because they'd have a strong culture and push it back since I had no culture there anymore. So, nice little mass here that I can get. I'm going to eventually fill this in a little bit. A couple people probably are wondering where to settle cities. Once again, depends. But if you're doing it just from a standpoint of like where you want your really good tiles, you'll be able to take all the tiles within about 3 squares. So, 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, and then as you can see, you can connect the dots a little bit. So something like here, you don't want to build too close here or too close here, just because then you're overlapping, especially with the city state that you're trying to be nice with. So I'll probably put a city like here, because then I can grab the silk here, maybe the cows, and a lot of this production area from the forest. I'm actually going to probably get rid of a lot of these roads too, and build a harbor in a couple cities to get that going. So what I'll do is I'll eventually move down here so I can expand this way and really cut off Bluetooth, and possibly deal with Helsinki. So instead of talking about it, how about we just do it? So Nike, don't sue me. You know what? I'm not too worried about dealing with them right now. They're not going to make a comeback attack, I don't think. Loss is still peace blocked, unfortunately, because I'm at war with Russia still. We'll leave a great general there just cause. And I'm going to start moving some of my artillery back to my west and southern flanks to deal with what would probably end up being another war eventually. We'll let everybody heal up here.
Joyfully to the breed.
Let's go in here. Oh, the barbs are cleared out. Nice. Build some food. I'm going to start trying to build a little bit more of the trading posts too. Wouldn't mind getting some extra gold. Okay, cool. Just where I wanted to put it. Let's see. Move there. You actually start... Not a... You start getting rid of some of these. I can't... Railroad. Looks like I can't destroy the roads that are outside of my cultural boundaries, which makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this road and watch -5 gold, -4 per turn. So that's definitely a big help. Reason to really just take pot shots. So I'll back off. Get him onto the road before I destroy all of them for some movement. Oh wow, didn't get him, huh? Okay. What else do we want? Navigation will give us a seaport. Not too terribly worried about that. Culture bonuses, scientific theory, I wouldn't mind. So we will get navigation for that. That's doing okay. I could use some money. Ooh, I definitely want a library though. I'm gonna start trying to emphasize libraries a little more and rush them a little bit more. Although I'm not too worried about it in this Let's Play, just because I think I'm already got it pretty well in hand, unless I start making really stupid mistakes. It's good to keep that. It's good to keep that tech lead. Persia's now an ally with him. No. He's gonna piss Persia off by doing that, probably. Let's see. But he's not getting a foothold like that. Can't allow that because Persia will probably be a problem. He's in second place, and if hitting F4 will check, yeah, his gold per turn is still 162 per turn. That's that is ridiculous. And Bluetooth is hemorrhaging. I'm not gonna actually go to war with him right now. If he's losing 31 gold per turn, so next turn he'll be in negative gold. He's gonna have to start hemorrhaging units to keep that going. So I'll just let him bleed out a little bit more. Normally I'd go over there and stomp him out. A few of you wanted me to do that, but I don't know if I will, just for the sake that he's almost no threat at all. Like, negative threat. Just because he's been playing poorly and then got blocked out really early. He's gonna be the poor Charlie Brown of this series, and I know that's a very obscure reference for a Civilization game, but he just gets picked on. That poor guy just has bad luck. Okay, you know what? Does Russia want to make peace? So I have no real interest in.
Тебе нужно?
Yeah, sure, why not? I have no real reason to keep war with them. I don't plan on attacking anymore. Okay, we make peace. Let's hit F4. Okay, we're at war with Helsinki, so I click them. Let's make sure we're out of war with them. Alright, we're good. Get rid of the road again. Wouldn't mind getting into positives. It's... yeah. I don't care. Could care less. Actually, I probably couldn't care less. We're gonna be literal about it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start using harbors a little bit more. It's pretty tempting, but I think I'm not gonna do that. Build a windmill, get some more production going. Wait. What? Who's angry with me? Trespassing in Lhasa. They can stick it up there. Unmentionable places. City of Lhasa. City of Tyre is given as a new unit. Nice! I'll take it. What does the warmongering horde known as Asia Attention need? How about more units? I like it. Improve the wheat. So although I probably should have left the roads going for now. Yeah, because look at that. I didn't. So, oh well. Do we have? We should have courthouses by now, right? I always forget where courthouses are. So I usually just raise everything. There we are. Mathematics, of course. Okay. So I'm actually gonna take him over, annex the city. As you can see, my happiness dropped another 5 for that. I shouldn't have done that quite yet. I have resistance in the city for another 3 turns, so I won't be able to do anything with it. So that was kind of stupid. But my mistakes will hopefully teach you, and I'm more worried about that. What do we have here? Let's turn on Y. I don't have a whole lot of gold going on, so market, maybe not quite yet, when I can use a Coliseum to get some happiness back to positive. Actually going to, you know, I'm going to automate him and see what he does. I'm actually kind of curious at this point. Great engineer. Let's give us a little boost over here. Normally, I think I would normally build around my strong places already. You know what? Yeah. Just for now, I'll build that. I can always fix that later. We could use the gold now. If I already have all this built, I'm waffling around, unfortunately. Okay, go here. You guys can all leave. I'm not too worried about this flank. You and you can stay. Okay, I did have some new people commenting, or some people commenting. First time. Let's do... So thank you very much, Caekplz, for your nice comments and your views. Moscow. Speedy 3909. Thank you, buddy, as well. You get Moscow. I'm not really doing this for any real reason. Don't worry, Cake. You're going to be an amazing city. And what else we got here? Let's go with OneGoodReason. And I know it's nothing much. Don't worry. I don't believe that by naming cities after my subs is going to make or break anything. But you know, why not? You help me out by watching and making me happy with your comments. So, you know, little thing I can do for you. If I ever make it really big, I'll start giving away signed crap that I don't want anymore, like most people do. It's like, oh look, yeah, I'm gonna give away this awesome keyboard. It's broken, but I used it, and people go crazy over that stuff. It's just like, okay, what am I supposed to do with the broken keyboard? But people love it. So if it ever gets to that point, if you guys, if I turn into the next Diarist of Civ 5 or the Mad Jin, check out his channel, by the way. I've recently started watching some of his videos. He's got some good stuff. He plays Deity a lot. I'll try and put a link in my description. I don't actually know him or anything. I just Systemic's Reddit post about my Let's Play. Someone had mentioned that this was a good person to watch if you like Civ as well. And I've watched a few of his videos. They seem pretty good so far. So I'll probably ask him first if it's okay to link his channel. I'm sure it's okay, but it's always good to ask just in case. Okay. Alright, I love production. Sorry, I'm building production. God, I got such a large army. I really don't need all of this right now. This is way too big of an army. Actually gonna reduce it a little bit. Maybe not the best idea, but I don't feel like I'm in any danger right now. I'd rather get some of my maintenance costs lower. And they're so easy to make right now. Not too worried about it. I guess to keep everything interesting, how about we go to war with Bluetooth for the shits and giggles of it. So I'll move him up there. Once we get some units over here, I'll go to war just to keep things interesting. Because what I'm probably gonna do is, as I kind of clear off the rest of this, part of the continent, I'll probably just kind of turtle up a little bit. Okay, you switch. Fortunately, because it's hard for them to get through the mountains, it's also going to make it hard for me to get through the mountains originally, too. Okay. Keep him in there for a little extra happiness. Okay. Might back off on some of the honor policies in the future, too. I really like honor, but... Alright. Dude, Helsinki, you're going to have to get the hell out of the way. Just in case he thinks it's funny, we'll leave that there and we'll set him up. Okay. So yeah, look, they're trying to expand so badly. Nice. An extra 25% culture in every city. That's going to be really nice. OneGoodReason, the city. I love you. You're a great strategic point, but man, you really need to get improved. Yeah, let's get some culture going, especially no maintenance cost place. I'd like to get an observatory going for sure. Mint, circus, workshop. Just do a granary, especially with all the wheat that will improve. Okay, I have a lot of gold and I'm getting quite a bit per turn. Are there any... Gosh, if they weren't so pissed at me, I'd get a few of these city-states. This isn't even a city I'm really worried about taking. It doesn't seem like it's very useful. Normally, I think I'd even just not even go to war with these, this young gentleman, if you will. But let's keep things interesting. Let's blow him up in a couple turns. Because it's just a lot of his land isn't really that good. Okay, let's actually move him up a little bit more. And by not that good, I mean pretty piss poor. Okay, so there I would assume some of that gold is maybe from connecting the cities. I'm going to build a courthouse to get rid of some of the unhappiness that is because I'm occupying a city that wasn't built by me. And then I'll build a harbor and then probably start getting rid of some of these roads. I need some workers over here. Okay, I need to start building some workers. Okay, I'll build that pretty soon. I could buy a couple, especially with all the money I have. Let's see how much it is. 220? Okay. I'll just buy one. It's sloppy, but I mean, it's not like I haven't been playing sloppy most of this game already, so we'll continue with it.